Okay, happy Friday, everyone. Yes, another week in the books. It's been a fun one. Yeah, let's get through it. But before that, I'm actually glad that you really brought up the one of the things I left out, which is some recommendation for some self-monitoring applications.
Yeah.
And yeah, here are a few that I found. I didn't include them on the list, but you can pretty much just look up any, go on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and you'll probably end up finding one of
All of
these.
this one,
Yeah, all of these. I think only this one happened now is I think $3, but then afterwards it should be fine. But yeah, all
this
these
is
are
free from Google
the rest
Play?
of them are free.
Okay.
Yes. And the one I use, it's this one, the Hello Habit. I think you can have three free things that you track before you have to start paying. But yeah, a lot of different options. And then you can also just simply use your note-taking app or just a normal notepad to track your behaviors. But yeah, just some suggestions for you guys in case you want to take a stab at self-monitoring for yourself. Build those good habits, eliminate those bad ones. Okay. You guys were able to get those? Thanks. Yes, we have a great guest here who's joining us.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Right on time. Yeah. After this one, he'll only need 39 more hours of RBT training. He'll be able to join us.
So Addison is the special guest for the RBT
Yes.
discussion.
Yes. And if we didn't schedule anything already, then he would kind of be standing here instead. But at any rate,
Come here.
yeah, it'll be great to have you. As you go, my friend.
So,
Okay.
So verifying whether Armando is around.
Yeah,
We're done.
that's all right. I guess it's right. It hasn't arrived. That's a shame. Yeah. Yeah, people watching are probably thinking, "What the heck is going on? What time is it? Why is Addison still here?" Okay, let's get to it. Okay, yeah, he's leaving. That was short-lived. Why is he out picturing? Okay. Oh. No, can't think this is okay now. Yeah, so today, antecedent strategies. For some of you who recall this from a few months ago, this will be a bit of review, but we're going to be looking at it through some different lenses with some different examples. So let's do it. So along with thinking about the function as related to the question, why do we consider why a behavior happens? We also want to take in mind the motivation behind behavior. So we want to ask ourselves, okay, well, if somebody's doing something, what is motivating them to do so? And is the particular reinforcement or the reward for it, is it similar throughout the day or does it change? That is something we got to keep in mind of. So let's delve into that. Motivation for engaging in particular behaviors, it doesn't remain constant. It's always changing throughout the day. My favorite example of this is coffee. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I love myself some coffee, especially in the morning. But maybe around this time of the day, not so much. I probably wouldn't get mine. I wouldn't mind if part of my paycheck it was just bags of coffee, only in the morning. But most likely, I would not be working for it if it's late in the evening right now. So this is something we want to take in consideration. So when we're talking about motivating operations, there are two sides that we are going to be looking at. The first one is establishing operations, or EO for short. This is simply something that makes a reward that much more valuable. And at the same time, it also makes engaging in that behavior that leads to the reward much more desirable. Yeah, it's flickering again. No. It should be working out. Okay. It's still out of all the days. It's doing this now. Might have to switch it.
Are you waiting for Emily? She.
Man, sorry for the technical difficulties, guys.
Try the other HDMI.
Yeah, let's see that. Oh, I think I had it. Did I go? Oh,
Slow TV.
again, sorry about this, guys. No signal is detected. Oh boy. Mind if I check out? Yes, yes, please. And, go ahead.
You have to tell them about motivational operations.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, yes,
He's our new tech guy.
Yes, our new RBT.
Support.
What's wrong with the TV, Addison?
Where's your solar panel? Oh my God, you better not fall off. That's three. Yeah.
This is the first time it's ever.
It's not a while since it's been
Yeah.
Have we been using the same wire?
Yeah. Yeah, feel free to message it.
Since it's your computer, can I have you go into the HDMI? Since it's your computer, can I have you go into the HDMI? It might be some dust that's interfering with it.
Oh, careful. Oh. There you go. Yeah, it's not connecting anymore.
If we have a spare cord, let's see if that does the trick.
There we go. Okay, cool. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you, Tom.
Yes.
You're so silly.
I set up my
You're
TV.
so silly. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. Look, we're gonna fall down here. We're gonna go that way. You don't want him.
He doesn't.
We do.
He wants you.
Look at that. Look at that. Lift up your foot. Up, 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 up. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm sorry for you folks that have to watch this afterwards. So it's like, what is going on in there? Okay. Back to motivating operations, back to establishing operations. This simply increases the value of a reward and it leads to behaviors that acquire that reward much more readily. So the example here, we have a client who's just been kind of just chilling in the quiet area on their own. So for them, this creates this state where attention may be a lot more desirable because they've gone a good while without receiving attention. They might do things such as go up to you for attention, just engage in various social bids because it has become something that's become much more valuable for them. On the other side, we have abolishing operations. This is what makes a reward less valuable. So I think the classic example here would be hunger is a establishing operation for food. So you want to do things more often when you're hungry to get the food. Food becomes much more valuable. However, once you've had your fill, you don't want food anymore. You're not going to go out and try to look for food, go out to restaurants or open your fridge. At that point, you're an establishing operation for food. You're good. You're satiated. And then similar case with this example here, if the client receives incredibly high quality one-to-one time for 30 minutes, at that point they're good. They don't want to get any more attention, at least for the foreseeable future. Maybe a little bit later, attention will be much more valuable, but as of now, it is not. It is not. So yeah, a very important distinction. Establishing operations, or EO, increase the value of a reward. Abolishing operations decrease the value. So now we can look at some of the antecedent strategies that we can utilize to be proactive as a part of the client's VIPs. One most important thing that we want to keep in mind is for the strategies that we use, they have to match what is reinforcing, what is rewarding. Because if we try to implement something that doesn't quite match, then we're not going to have any results. So for instance, if the client really values to escape something, then we want to match it with escape, not for attention. So the first example of this, and something that I recommend we use, I think I included in just a handful of VIPs so far, is non-contingent reinforcements. This is where we make it so that instead of the client having to earn something contingently, let's say they complete a task or an instruction, and then they either get praise or attention or a tangible. Instead, we just deliver it, give them to it for free, but on a set schedule. Now, this does a few things. One, it gives them what they want, so they are in a more constant state of satiation. They're more full, so they're not going to go out and do certain behaviors, the problem behaviors that lead to getting the reward that they're after. And I like this example here because it's kind of how it plays out for attention. So let's take a look at what this entails. I think some of you have seen this one before. This is a fun one. So keep in mind, no matter what he's doing, she, at the end of the timer, is going to deliver of the reward. In this case, it's going to be attention.
This is my friend Brad. We will be modeling a teaching demonstration on how to implement non-contingent reinforcement in the form of social attention. On a fixed time schedule of 15 seconds, I will provide social attention such as, I like what you were doing, or you're typing really fast, etc. The hypothesized function of the problem behavior, which is swiping materials off a desk, here is access to attention. Are you ready to start taking your essay?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm going to start my timer for 15 seconds and we will begin.
Here, zoom in.
I love how fast you are typing right now. Keep it up. I really like that sweatshirt that you're wearing today. It looks really good on you.
You'll get a very better view if you sit back here, Addison.
Let's go play ball. You want to play ball? Well, where's your
Oh,
ball?
man.
Let's go get the ball. You know where the ball is?
I have a feeling Armando's gonna have a tough time when he gets back. Yeah. But, if you guys notice that he's gonna start sweeping things, then it wasn't my fault. Okay, let's continue on. So you see, timer's about to run out, and no matter what he's doing, he could be, for all we care, she's still gonna deliver the reinforcements.
I like that you're using your keyboard to type. You're doing really great.
Oh, that one far.
Not that far. Just play with the keyboard.
I love that you're staying in your chair and you're working so hard on your essay. Awesome job.
So there you go. Yes, there are a handful of clients who I think would benefit from this, especially the ones that do a lot of things for attention. So I'm thinking, someone like Janet, someone like Frank could benefit from just having some, reinforcement just delivered just for no reason, every 5 to 10 minutes or so. You notice if they get attention, that's when they stop the attention-seeking behaviors. Just kind of going over the example we have giving. If a client is in an EO for attention, which means they haven't had any social interaction in a while, you provide reinforcement every 10 minutes. So this makes attention much less precious because it's something that's just freely given. And they don't have to engage in the problem behaviors to get it. So that is an NCR for us, non-condition reinforcement. So that one primarily addresses establishing operations. So when there is this deprivation, I want this, I want this, so I'm going to do these behaviors to get it. Now we're going to be looking at ones that address the deprivated state, the AO, I'm filled, I'm good. This is when, maybe they have a little bit too much of something. So then certain behaviors that lead to it are less likely to occur. So this is something that you notice where, let's say a client has a fairly highly preferred item or activity, or if they've been getting a lot of attention and the attention stops being reinforcing, then it could be something we can pivot to. Because we can say that reinforcer reward has an AO in front of it. Again, think of it as food. You've had too much food, you're not going to want more. So the best thing for us to do is to be able to do those momentary preference assessments, kind of looking for the things they like at the moment, but most importantly, being able to offer choice, because in the choices that they make, that can identify what it is they'll find reinforcing at that moment. I do have a quick video to demonstrate this. And I will play it.
It's almost time to go to.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. All right.
Linda, it's almost time to go to school. Do you want to take a couple more minutes to play Play-Doh, or do you want to put it away right now? I'm going to play Play-Doh. 4 minutes? Okay. For 2 minutes, and then we can be all done Play-Doh. When you're all done, do you want to pick it up by yourself, or do you want me to help you? I want you to help me. Okay, I can definitely go and help you. I'm going to go get your backpack and your socks. Do you want to wear your pink socks or your blue socks? No pink socks. Okay, I'll go get your pink socks, and then we can put the Play-Doh away together and put on your socks.
Plenty of choices, plenty of different options for that individual. And you notice all of those kind of led to her following her.
All right, so today we are going to be talking about priming, transitions, and preparedness.
We're not going to do that. No, instead, I'm going to finish talking about choices. Yeah. As she presented those choices, it's going to be very likely that the individual is going to follow through on some of those requests. So since she chose to put away the Play-Doh in 2 minutes, chances are she's going to put it away in 2 minutes. She asked for help doing that next task. Most likely she's going to do the next task when she gets the help. So using voices really does help alleviate some of the EO for escape. Yeah, so just another example for you guys. Let's say you have a client, just had a really large lunch. All of a sudden, edible reinforcers are no longer valuable or rewarding for her. So then instead you offer some different options. Oh, hey, would you like to go on your tablets or go on a walk outside? Beautiful day out. So this is something that you do to also find what is currently reinforcing. Because again, in this context, food, which is usually her main reinforcer, has lost almost all its value. She had a big dinner or a big lunch. So we got to find some other things that could be just as reinforcing in the moment. And of course, we can also say if she goes through and does the walk, has a nice long walk, chances are when she gets back, she's not going to want to go on a walk for a while. So those are some other things you got to consider. And then maybe then, since she's worked out appetite, now all of a sudden food is another reinforcing item that she can work for. Just some things to keep in mind. When it comes to intervening on escape maintained behaviors, so this is a client doing something to get out of typically a request or an instruction. These following strategies really do help out and increase cooperation, since it does really reduce the unpleasantness from it, which also reduces the EO for escape. It makes escape a lot less desirable. And this video I like because it kind of sets the stage for some of these specific strategies.
All right, let's read the letters. Ready? Here. I don't want to. Two. Two. Go. Okay, first we're gonna do these letters and then we're gonna play ball tag, okay? No. I wanna play ball now. First this, then we go. I wanna play ball now. Let's start first. Ready?
Yeah, so you see with the first example, she just let her get away with the escape. But in the second, she established the first thing contingency. Oh, first we gotta do this, and then we can play ball. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but she brought the puzzle piece a lot closer. So it was a lot less effortful on her part. The demand was reduced slightly. And from there, she very easily was able to put all the pieces together. More on that in a bit. IP request sequence. Yeah, so this is one of the strategies that we use for the escape maintained behaviors. This is where you present in a rapid sequence a bunch of behaviors that the individual is very likely to engage in let's say high fives, fist bumps, asking them what's their favorite color. Any type of thing they all do more often than not. And then from there, you follow that with the low probability requests. Typically, this is the instruction that we're trying to have them do. And they are much more likely to do it because they have built all this momentum. And alongside, they're getting a little bit of reward by praise and reinforcement. And it should ultimately lead to them being able to complete or cooperate the task. Yeah, this also goes by the name of behavioral momentum, because again, you're kind of taking a little bit of a snowball, you're rolling it down the mountain before it becomes this huge avalanche, and we are guaranteed to get the desired outcome. Okay, I'll go ahead and show a video demonstrating this.
So when we earn all 5 tokens, we're going to be able to play with the toys. First, can you show me the letter A? Good job. What about the letter B? Good job. What is this? Pen. Good job. Can you hold the pen for me? Good job. Now let's trace the letter A. Perfect. Now we can go play.
I think this is the next one. So as you guys saw, the individual was very easily able to do all these things: point to the A, hold the pen, say what the pen was, and then from there they were able to do that final step and get to their reward. Okay, the next one we have is demand fading, task modification. If you guys remember from yesterday, this can also be along the same lines as the environmental modification, just making it that much easier for the individual to complete. So let's say you have a task that you like for them to complete. If you're able to break it down in shorter increments by reducing the demand, then you can at least increase the cooperation, because you're not asking them to do much. And once we have a certain level of cooperation, they're doing it readily, it becomes, let's say, a high P request. Then we can start increasing the demand. Because I mean, I can tell you guys, if you told me to do, let's say, a mountain of paper work, I'm not going to do that. But if it's just 1 or 2, then maybe I have to do a little bit more convincing to get me. See what this looks like. And I tried to look for an example with an adult. I'm sorry, guys, but you have to settle with this one with a child. So this is demand fading for cleaning up. Yeah. So you see, I mean, poor little guy, he couldn't quite do it. Even after the model prompt, they still weren't able to do it. So then they even reduced the demand even further by doing the whole hand over hand. So maybe for the next time, we can get away with just doing the model, or possibly doing a gestural prompt to have them put the toy away. And then once they're able to do that independently, then maybe we can increase the amount of toys they put away. So maybe just instead of just 1, maybe 2, and then 3 one day. And then that's how you would implement demand fading. I know there are a few clients who like to help out with the trash, but let's say there's one who we want to maybe have them help out a little bit more. Instead of asking them to grab all of the trashes in one building, perhaps they could just start off with 1 and then possibly 2 bins, and then just kind of add that as the level of cooperation increases. All right, so back to our trusty old friend, functional communication training, FCT. It's again where we teach a much more appropriate, much more efficient response for what the problem behavior tries to get. Typically with FCT, if there's a sign or vocalization, just having the client do some type of speech in place of outbursts or aggression, we make that one a lot more efficient and we match what they're trying to get. Then that'll lead to problem behavior diverging and their much more appropriate behaviors going up. Which is which? Oh, the video that I was supposed to play. So this is, yeah, teaching more. 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 Nice one. Yeah, so as you see, where the tower fell down. Once she did the sign by herself, then that we can do a lot more reinforcements. Yeah, I know Janet has a goal to ask for more for when she wants the Connect 4 pieces. That would be good. Corey, you here? Yeah, so same thing here. Instead of asking for more, this will be the individual learning to sign for a break. Let's say they want to take a break from the task. They want to take a quick breather and go outside. It's very nice. So we'd have them do the sign for break, just as they modeled doing the sign for more. Yeah, so those are the strategies I'm going to be able to implement. Since these are antecedent strategies, we know that they begin at the start. We do not want them to happen after the behavior has already been occurring. These are the parameters and proactive skills that we use to just avoid behavior happening entirely. Problem behavior in particular. And we want to make sure they're consistently used so the individual knows what they're getting, especially with something like NCR. If somebody's expecting, quote unquote, that they're getting attention on a certain amount of time, then having that be consistent is going to be very important to kind of break the tie between, oh, me doing this problem behavior to get attention and then me getting the attention I want. And again, motivation is a tricky thing because it changes depending on the context. So if somebody's already full on attention, just like how you could be full of food, then NCR for attention, delivering the attention on the set schedule, it's not going to work. That's when you're going to have to pivot to offering choices instead. And high P sequences would work a lot better if the individual, if they're tired, if they're feeling a little sleepy, then perhaps got to make those things a little bit shorter. The 5 steps, for instance. And I think that covers it. What do you guys think? Any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns? Yeah, Addison? You got a thought? All this is okay to you? Yeah? All right. Good. Yeah, the most important thing for us to take away is, yeah, just recognizing the role that motivation comes into play when it comes to working with the clients. Because at certain points, we can see that some things are going to be a lot more desirable than others, and others understanding the context where it might happen, where let's say the client is feeling very tired one day. Because I know today Amanda, she was particularly sleepy, so very little chances of us being able to get her to do much. But again, it's just recognizing about the context and seeing the role that motivation plays part of it. That being said, what describes an antecedent intervention, guys? So is this the way we track changes made to the environment before behavior occurs? A strategy that reduces behavior after it occurs? Or using restraint? What do you guys think? That's I'm hearing a lot of beats. I think I heard a D somewhere. Let's see. Yes, you guys are right. It is B. Changing the environment, typically the way we respond to the client, again, being a little bit more proactive, offering those choices, using NCR, prompting those functional communicative responses. Yes, very good. An RBT provides an adult client with 2 minutes of a preferred social interaction. Let's say it's jokes every 15 minutes, regardless of what the client is doing. What strategy is this? I'm hearing a lot of C. I'm hearing NCR, and NCR is correct. Yes, the individual, let's say they do a lot of disruptive behaviors for attention and to mitigate the effects and give them a sense of satiation. That's when we would implement NCR, going up to them, telling them a joke every 15 minutes, and that should be enough to decrease the behavior. Why is NCR effective at reducing challenging behaviors? I've been hinting at this past hour. It makes tasks harder. It teaches that they'll never get what they want. It punishes them for not working hard enough, or it acts as an AO. Is that D, sir?
D.
Everyone in agreement? And you guys are correct. Yes, it's an AO. So if you get them to get full on attention, then all of a sudden they don't want to do the challenging behaviors to get more of it. An instructor says, "Give me a high five, touch your nose, show me your badge," before a client picks a piece of trash. What is this an example of?
A.
Everyone's thinking it's high P?
Yeah.
High probability, yes. The individual, more often than not, we can even say, hey, 100% chance of them doing all these things. 100% chance of giving a high five, maybe a 90% chance of them touching their nose, showing their badge. Picking up a piece of trash, and maybe let's give that like a 40%. But following all these, that's going to go up there. That's probably going to be an 80 or 90. Great. Staff notices that a client often becomes aggressive when they're asked to do 20 minutes of this clean task. They ask the individual to work in 5 5-minute increments with breaks in between. So what is this?
D.
I'm hearing a lot of B's.
D.
It is demand fitting, yes. Like my example, I don't want to do this amount of work, but if I'm only asked to do this a little bit, then I'll do it.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, that's it. From 20 minutes,
5 minutes.
yeah, just leave 5 minutes. You get your little break, and then you can keep working afterwards if you like. But it still remains at 5 minutes until we can gradually build that to maybe 7 minutes, 10, 15, 20. That's just how it goes. Linda has had a very large lunch, and now her favorite chips are no longer working as a reward. What is Linda in regards to the chips?
A-O.
AO? Oh. Yes, that's right. AO. She's good. She doesn't want any more. That's I always think of AOs. I'm good. Don't want that anymore. Last one. How do motivating operations help explain why work may be difficult for a client on some days as opposed to others? Really deep question here. Is it because it shows that clients' skill level changes randomly? Oh, you guys are beating me to it. Nice. I think I heard C there. Everybody agree with me? C? Brad, is it C?
C.
Yes. Oh, D. Oh, yes, you guys are right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong here. You're right. You guys are right. The answer is C. Yes, it might explain why some rewards may be more effective than others. And variables like sleep, diet, appetite always contribute. Oh, and medication too. Medication is such a big one. I mean, man, medication just throws us off for the biggest curveballs possible. Yes. Mhm. All right. Well, thank you guys, and I also want you to give a huge thanks to our esteemed guest here. Thank you for joining us. He only needs 39 more hours of RBT training. Great. Well, looks like everybody's getting ready to call it a weekend. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and yeah, good luck Monday. Yes. Yes. Thank you for being patient with the technical difficulties.